There are some types of players in Valorant that we all hate. If it's players that throw our ranked games, or players that simply make the game unplayable or boring, they will be in this video. Today we're going to explore every type of player you hate in Valorant. Coming in at number 1, the people that don't use a mic. This is definitely my biggest pet peeve in this game. I can't stand people that don't use their mics. You're a gamer and you're playing Valorant on a relatively decent PC. If you have a headset, which fuck, some people don't even have that, get a mic. And on top of all that, if you have a perfectly good mic, fucking COMM HELLO. I've had so many games where I'm the only one with a mic, comming for everyone else. All of a sudden the kid turns on his mic, bro, shut up. What the fuck? You have a mic? Why are you not using it? Like, kid, I have to speak on the whole team's behalf. If you're not coming for yourself, then I will. And if you're expecting to rank up without a mic, that could be the reason you're hardstuck.
Guys, do you have a mic?
No.
Oh, okay. No problem.
Number 2, Interlopers. Fuck me, what are you guys doing? I don't understand people who interlock a character and then play like absolute ass. If you can only play one agent like Jet or Reyna, first of all, you're trash. And second, you need to tell your team that you can only play one agent. Sort it out with your team because maybe your teammates won't be able to play anyone else. Or you will. Or your teammates will actually be better than you at that particular agent. And you may lose because of it. Talk about it before being a toxic interlock that doesn't use their mic. Number 3, we have throwers. This might be a broad one because technically every one of these players on this list is throwing. But just plain throwers that literally don't care about winning whatsoever are just so tilting. Some people just throw because of toxicity. They're losing and want to finish the game faster because they're tilted. Or don't want to be in a lobby with a certain person, or whatever the fuck degenerate reason it is. I actually made a whole video on this sort of topic, more centered towards toxicity, but definitely would recommend checking that out. Coming in at number 4 for the types of players that we hate in Valorant, laptop gamers. If you're already in a higher elo, you probably don't get this very often, but almost everyone in Bronze and Iron has some sort of FPS issue, crashing, lag because of their PC, or no, not PC, a laptop. And if you're in Iron and you don't have FPS or lag issues, you might want to go see a doctor. Anyways, we always gotta hate teammates that lag. Or maybe they're just terrible. Number 5, the rages. I'm definitely one to do this. I always rage on my teammates mainly because they're doing all the things on this list. Teammates are always kind of brained and it's always good to get your anger out on something. But seriously, having people rage on your team can bring yourself down and it can affect the rest of the team and bring team morale down without any real reason for it. Number 6, people who blame the game. This game is trash. We all know that. Riot still haven't fixed the run and gun, the matchmaking, and all the other bullshit. I usually don't blame the game because I don't usually have to, because I don't have too much high expectation. What the fuck? Number 7, people that use lineups. These greasy little fuckers. No helping the team on site, playing completely by themselves, and being an absolute greaseball on post play. Don't get me wrong, this is a very viable strat and does get used in pro play, but sometimes lineups can be very cheesy and very annoying to play against. Coming in at number 8, corner campers. Like, bro, what the fuck are you doing there? Get the fuck out. You sit in the greasiest of angles and just wait. What are you doing there? Like, what are you actually doing there? Enjoying the fresh air? Jerking? Enjoying a nice cup of tea? Get the fuck out of the corner and play the game. Number 9, you've definitely played against this type of player, Smurfs. Smurfs can be very frustrating, especially when you're playing competitive and you're trying to win. Even though Riot doesn't have a problem with them, they can be annoying. Riot says that you'll be versing that rank eventually anyways, if you're gonna rank up, which makes sense, but it's also kinda tough. They could make it that the game costs more money to bring the amount of Smurfs to a minimum, but I wouldn't be surprised if people still do pay the money, especially when they pay like $1 million for skins. Alright, coming in at number 10, the final type of player in this video that you hate, people that are just plain trash. You love to see it, whiff after whiff after whiff. They just never seem to get any better. If they're boosted, brain dead, or simply just trash, you never want to see these types of players on your team. And now that I think about it, why do I always get those fuckers on my team and never the enemy team? Why is Riot's matchmaking so trash? Why is this game just trash? Holy shit, I'm gonna go play some Valorant.
Dude, this game is trash!